Welcome to VCTV. Hi, I'm Kristina, and I'm here at FounderFuel Demo Day with the second cohort with one of the co-founders of Centerside. Nice to meet you, Angus.
Nice to be here.
So how was the experience this morning?
It was pretty fun. We got up on stage, we delivered a pitch, we didn't screw up. I'm happy.
Tell us about your company.
Our company is Centerside, and we do adaptive web presences for the connected generation, the new people who need connections and they need contextualized content for those people who visit them. Like, we want to really engage visitors and really teach them how to put the right content to the right people so they don't look like fools and they always connect.
Now, talking about fools, and I'm teasing, you guys were hilarious up on stage and the audience really loved you. What did it feel like to do your pitch today?
Our pitch was fun. It was a little awkward because you're on stage and you're doing these jokes you've rehearsed 100 times, but we were the joke cohort. We were the joke team, in the cohort. We like to take things a little bit lighter than everyone else, and we think it worked well. We really liked the reaction from the crowd, and we had a good time, and we're so relieved that it's over.
You had a great story to tell. Now, what was going on behind the stage? We were joking about that before, too.
Behind the scenes, backstage, it was a lot of tension, and there's a big split between the people who had gone on already and the people who hadn't been on already. And the people who had been on already, they were relaxed, they were tense, they were drinking beer, they were happy. The people who hadn't gone, they were pacing. And they were wondering, like, oh, am I going to screw up? Am I going to screw up? They were so nervous. But everyone did so well that we're just incredibly proud of the whole cohort.
Great. You guys have come a long way. Were there any pivots along the way for your team?
Oh, we pivoted very, very late. We pivoted with 30 days left. It's very, very late to pivot. We changed our business completely, and our old one is actually still running. The idea was that we wanted to really take advantage of what's here at FounderFuel, and pivoting is how we did that. So,
what was the best experience about FounderFuel for you?
The best thing about FounderFuel was the people, absolutely the people. Because the people here are amazing, and not just the founders, not just the mentors, but the other teams, and having the support system, having 30 other people. It's almost like they're working with you, but in a startup, obviously you're working alone or with one other person. It's hard, and just having those other people is really, really amazing.
And what's next up on the horizon for your company?
We have no idea. Tonight,
Another pivot.
Another pivot, probably, yeah. We'll be drinking tonight, we'll come up with a good idea, and we'll be like, yeah, let's pivot again. But no, we're going to raise some money, we're going to ramp it a bit bigger and see if we can get the users and see if we can make traction with what we really think is a good product. So,
well, sounds like you're on to exciting times. Wishing you a lot of luck.
Thank you.
Welcome to VCTV. Hi, I'm Kristina, and I'm here at FounderFuel Demo Day with the second cohort with co-founder of ShopAround, right?
Yep.
And we spoke with Shopify earlier, and they were saying how fantastic you were. How was the experience?
It was a really great experience. The entire cohort did an amazing job presenting, and everybody really pulled it together in the end.
So how is ShopAround? Tell us about it.
Essentially what we're doing is we're bringing all of the offline products online and allowing people to search and discover online before they actually go make purchases in-store.
And what was the inspiration behind it?
It was basically just an evolution of different ideas that really just led us to this, and this is something that people do a lot in the world already, and just basically be able to help them do that more efficiently.
And what did you learn the most about being part of Notman House and FounderFuel and with all the great mentors we had around the teams?
It was a bunch of different things. Probably the thing I learned the most is just more about networking, kind of establishing relationships and more or less seeing those through into something great. Yeah.
Did you encounter any challenges that were really frustrating or any walls along the way?
Definitely, there was tons of challenges. For me personally, doing the pitch is a little foreign. I'm an engineer, so getting to do that was definitely a challenge.
Well, you guys did a great job. It's really exciting. It's great talking to you.
Great, thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Welcome to VCTV. Hi, I'm Kristina, and I'm here at FounderFuel Demo Day with the second cohort with somebody we have interviewed before who turns out to be one of our secret startups. So we're here with Michael Epilogger. How was the experience, Michael? I heard you did really well.
I'm hearing the same things, and it's exciting. So the answer is exciting.
Well, you've been speaking to a lot of investors. I saw you during the networking time, and what was that experience like?
That was an hour of power networking. That was like, hey, like good talk, gotta keep going. So we have to make sure we speak to the people we want to speak to, and keep our ears open for good offers, and we got a couple good ones.
So tell us, what do they like about you guys?
Today, that's the presentation. That's a presentation that I've been busting my butt over for the last little while, and the FounderFuel cohort, our FounderFuel program has really helped us hone that in and and give us the feedback we need to make like a really good investor pitch. If you've seen some of the pitches, like probably all of them, from a whole cohort, like maybe 3 months ago, it was like a joke compared to what we did now. So if you want to know whether accelerators work, they do. This one worked. So we got a great pitch out there, made sure that we didn't bore the audience. People were captive. We saw the faces of the people. Jeff, our mentor from Row, he was, after he introduced me and made that little joke, he made sure he's looking at the audience's faces and he didn't see any wandering eyes. They were captivated. So getting a good presentation was really important. And the only way to get a presentation is to build a product to a place where it's interesting to even speak about. So that's 3 months of, that's what we did.
So tell us about the product.
So Epilogger is the entire event from everyone collected automatically into one place. So whether you use Twitter or Facebook or Foursquare or Instagram or whatever it is, you can just find it in one application that you can engage with and interact with, and just see the entire event in one place instead of having to go to Google and trying to find out what happened, because it never works. And finding all those different platforms, it connects people into one place. Even though we're on different platforms, we're still part of the same event. So you're going to actually care that we share the same experience, even though we're, just because you're on Twitter and I'm on Facebook doesn't mean we can't be friends. So Epilogger kind of brings that all together, lets you interact and comment on pictures the way you would in Facebook, but through Twitter. And that's pretty much the short version of it, I guess.
What did you like most about the experience with Notman House and FounderFuel and the whole gang?
What did I like about the experience? It's more of one of those things that it's hindsight is 2020. So like when you're going through it, like, oh, this is hard, and there's like these ups, and then there's these downs, and then there's like heartbreaks, and then there's these exciting days. Like someday you can be on top of the world, and the next day I'm not going to swear, so next day you're not so good. But coming out of it, you're like, good. So at the end of the day, you're just like, okay, that was all that trouble and those things that you have to go through were worth it at the end. So. Well,
you accomplished a lot, because I know you've created some amazing strategic alliances with some very big names.
Yeah.
And you were always on the road. You weren't at your desk. So if anyone who watches VCTV regularly at our weekly update, often in the background, I'm standing in front of your office, and you're often not there. Occasionally we see you goofing off in the back, but you're often not there, and you're often building alliances with some of these great companies out there. What was that like?
I think I've been saying this for a little while now, that it's like there's always a question like, what's a good CEO? And there's all kinds of dogma on that and what a good CEO does, and that's great. But how does a CEO know whether he or she's a good CEO? And I always say, just check the bottom of your shoes, and if they still have treads on them, then you're not working hard enough. So get out of the office. I was going to see knock on some pretty big doors. It's like, hey, you're the CEO of some huge thing that everyone goes, and you need us. Right. I'm like, what do you mean you need us?
Well, your list was impressive, so you must be bare feet right now for all the treading that you did.
No, not bare feet. I should be bare feet, but I'll show you. So like these things had shreds, I think, yesterday, and I mean, it's it.
Pretty clean.
It's gone. So there you go. So kids, there you go.
Congratulations, Michael. Thanks for chatting with us again, and we'll be following your story.
All right, thanks.